Morning, guys. We are in the wrecker today. We are heading over towards between Rosaria, Cedar Lane area out on 521. There's a Toyota Corolla that hit a deer, and he called me. I was actually planning on starting this video a whole lot different than I am. I was out at the beach doing some filming for the lights and stuff that I put on the Jeep. I'll put a little sneak peek right here. Although that's going to be, I'll cover the lights later, either later in this video or in a different video, probably in a different video, because this video might, I don't know how long this video is going to take, so we will cover that later. And in the meantime, I believe this one's going to be unattended. The customer was on his way to work, so he had a buddy come pick him up, and I believe he's leaving the vehicle unattended, so we're gonna go over there, pick it up off the side of the road, and get it hauled back to the house for him. One thing I didn't mention in the intro there, if you might already have seen this, if you follow me on some of my other social media platforms, the other day the wrecker had a wheel lift failure and ended up breaking where the hydraulic tilt, where the tilt ram for the hydraulics goes to the wheel lift. That ripped out. It ripped the end of the cylinder off, and it hurt one of the wheel grids and stuff like that. So this is actually the first tow that I'm gonna do since getting all that fixed, and I'll put some pictures and stuff in there of what it looked like when it happened. And that's that. It was just a normal everyday tow going short distance, nothing special, so I didn't even set up my cameras. I wasn't even filming it, so I wished I would have been. That could have been an interesting one. Thankfully, the no damage other than to my truck occurred, so nobody got hurt, nothing got damaged, so got lucky on that end of it. But this is the first tow that I've done since that happens, and we're going to be breaking. This is going to be about around about a 90-mile tow loaded, and this thing's going all the way to Baytown. So we are probably about 6 minutes on my time, and that's probably my customer there. Hang on. Alright, so the address he gave us is right up here. I'm assuming we ought to be seeing a Toyota Corolla somewhere. Yep, I think I see it right up there. Yep, sitting on the side of the road. I'm glad it happened here because we have an actual shoulder to work off of. Back there, see how that the new asphalt there? That's how wide the shoulder is, just back there on the other side of that guardrail. Really glad he's here where we actually have a little bit more of a shoulder to work off of. Yeah, it smashed it up pretty good. Yeah, he smashed it up real good. Okay. Get my
PTO turned on. Got braking traffic. Ouch. Yeah, he smashed it real good. Let me check on the scene here. Because the customer's not here, although this thing's already heavily damaged, we're going to take pictures as if we would be the ones to get blamed. So there's some, well, that's part of it from the deer. Just scratches. Good on traffic. So I'm gonna step out here. I wanna kind of a broad picture here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let my wheel lift down. Barely gonna float it. As soon as this car comes by, we're gonna back up just a little bit further now. Boom up just a little bit. That good. Grab my gloves. We're gonna get back to the safer side of the truck. Even though we are never actually safe being out on the side of the road like this. Okay. Good on that side. Good on that side. Make sure we're tilted down. So you saw in the pictures how this is the cylinder that had ripped off. You see we repaired it here, welded it, bent this back, welded the end of the ram back on. Let this car come by. And it also hurt that wheel grid over there. But we repaired all that. I have a new cylinder coming. Thankfully, Twin City Wrecker Sales reached out to me, and they happen to have a cylinder for this truck because, as luck would have it, this is being an old truck, you can't just get that stuff anywhere. Thankfully, they had a cylinder, new pins and everything, so I'm gonna get that. And then have that one rebuilt. Let me get this one strap. on here. And we're gonna probably either turn around or back down there to that liquor store and finish up with our securement when we're not on the side of the road, since we have a nice, safe, open parking lot. We are going to use it one strap. It's front wheel drive, so it's technically we don't even really need to strap it to back up right there, because it's gonna be free rolling. Okay. Do have some mailboxes back behind us. And we got a truck coming. Have a good break in traffic. Ooh, don't do that, don't do that. Trucks come by here. Steer back onto this little county road. Woo. You look right up there, looks like there's the deer that he hit. Kind of ironic. Don't really want to show the gore, but that's the deer. Looks like chunks of headlight and stuff over there too. So it's up a little bit. I need strap for this side. So this is the side of the wheel grid that got hurt. See, we freshly painted black, got everything welded back up, straightened up. Obviously works fine, everything locks in. Big shout out to my dad for coming over after he had already been working all day and welding everything up. He's a rig welder, and he was already out working. Got off work, came over, then worked late, getting my truck back up and running so that I could have it to keep running calls and making money. So big shout out to my dad for that. All right, straps, tow light, doors are locked. Really like this. It's attached by a cord. There's a way of there. This should just kind of plug in there, I think. Yeah, it's just a hose fitting. Really don't like that. That's not going anywhere now. Cool. We ought to be ready to go. We're gonna stop off at Bucky's here and get some fuel, clean my windshield off, grab some breakfast. We can navigate this busy parking lot. Get a boat or something over here. I don't know where I need to be. Pull up over here. I'll walk over there and get the window washing thing. All right, we got us a ice cold Dr. Pepper and a breakfast taco. We're gonna pull over here and get us some fuel, eat some breakfast. We're gonna get back on the road. Winch brake through that first. Breaker there. That's Allied. That's the repo man there. This looks like a good spot to get some fuel. Right. Breakfast time's over. I got my fuel. It's time to get back on the road. This is like my least favorite Buc-ee's to get out of, just because you have 2 lanes of traffic. You gotta wait for the perfect opening. Pretty hard to find a good opening where you got 2 open lanes, or 2 both directions empty, especially when you're loaded and you're in a wrecker like this. Just, you can't just gun it, get out of the way, you know. You're way longer than just a normal passenger vehicle, so you can't even just like pull in the middle or anything. Sometimes you got to go down and make a U-turn and come back. Sometimes you just can't get out. But we are probably about, if I had to guess, about an hour and a half or so away from the drop. I'm about to turn my GPS on and everything, get it going, but about an hour and a half from the drops. He wants to try to put this thing in the garage when we get there, so we will see what it looks like. I hadn't looked at the GPS or the satellite imagery or anything to see how tight it is or what, so we're gonna have to probably get skinny on this one and try to get it in the garage for him. Alright, so we made it. We're gonna be sticking this thing in their garage. So I'm gonna lower the boom so I don't hit their house. Stick the wheel lift out a little bit so I can turn a little tighter. Before I forget, grab my tow light. That way I don't forget it inside of there. I'm gonna grab my gloves, I'm gonna need those in a second. Okay. I'm gonna have to back it in. Straighten her up. Sweet. Ooh. Straighten it up a little bit more here for you. Now I can kind of see it on both sides of the mirrors. coming inside. Gotta watch my boom. Make sure we don't clip the house, which looks like we're plenty fine on height there. I can stick the wheel lift in from there. I can still stick the wheel lift back some too, so it'll go a little bit further back. So I didn't want to get too close with this. I wanted to see if I could come down with a little bit more. So I don't want to stab that into your house. Okay, yeah, no, we're good here. So let me back up just a little bit more. I don't know if I'll have enough. Extension on my wheel lift, so I'm just going to bed. Back up. Just a little bit. And stick out the wheel lifts now. Around this side. What's that? Yeah, it's gonna go back a little bit more. No, so I still got some I can stick out. Yeah. You at least have insurance on it? At least you got insurance on it. At least you know, probably have them tow it out. And is that far enough back there? Looks like it should have plenty of room to clear. I can go back a little bit more if you need me to. A little bit more? All right. Just can't see how far back I am. How's that? Good? All right. I need to come down. Actually, I need to come up and then tilt down. Now I don't drag their concrete. Yeah. All right, you should be good to go. No problem. You have a good day. All right. believe that's it. I got my tow light. I didn't have any other straps or anything else on it. All right. We got that one dropped off. Turn my PTO off. We're good to go. We can now make our another roughly 80 or 90 mile drive back home. It was like an hour and a half or so of a drive to get here, so overall I think the truck did good, no problems after fixing the wheel lift and all that, so I think we're good there. Still towing good and everything else from, you know, being down here at sea level. It's still trucking along just fine, doing everything I need it to do. I so far still loving this old truck. I know it was a little underpowered for what Casey was doing with it, but it's doing great for me down here, so we're gonna go ahead and call this one a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all would, subscribe, like, and share. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.